Hello, this is Rashad from Robotic Automata. We will be doing a little Serenity BDD UI testing demo, I guess. This was actually a project that was forked from the starter that Serenity provides. We repurposed it to test a specific application, the Contact Thinking Tester Contact List app. And to give an example of what this particular application can do, you can log in if you have a username and password, and you can sign up. You can sign up with a name, last name, email, and password. Click submit. And then for our case, we're just going to go ahead and log out, but you can even add a new contact, and there's a lot more scenarios we can cover. There's definitely something you can build upon if you want to continue practicing. Serenity, if you're not familiar with, essentially uses Selenium under the hood. It's a more well-known framework, but it's a little bit harder to set up. So Serenity takes care of a lot of the setup for you. So it's a little bit different than a traditional Selenium setup if you're familiar with Selenium. We're going to have a user registration feature, and this will be in our features, and this will have our Gherkin style test language. We will have our page objects, so for each of those pages I demonstrated, we'll have a login page, contact list page, add user page, but they only provide the buys essentially. For the actual what to do with those pages, we have to provide steps. These are Serenity steps. Here is if you want to run from inside IDE, a Cucumber test suite. And then our step definition to implement our feature file will be here inside of our steps, and we call them step definitions. The benefit of having these extra steps will essentially come out when we demonstrate the report. The report will be a little bit more clear. And to run it, you just do a little Maven clean verify. Let's go ahead and copy that. We can see our output in target site Serenity. And yeah, there hopefully will be a blog tutorial on this soon, and we'll attach the code base. And let's go ahead and run these tests. So now we're in the UI testing repository. So let's go ahead and practice what it would be like to run these tests. It's essentially going to automatically go ahead and create a user for us and then log out. Well, we also need to navigate to the page. Great, so after the test run, we get our little report. So let's take a look at our report. It just shows that everything is passing. And let's take a look at our feature file. So we will simply navigate to the login page, create a new user, and log out. So one of the nice things about Serenity is within a Cucumber feature step, you have additional information regarding what exactly you did on that particular Cucumber step. So like in this case, we only did a single thing, which is just open the contact list page. But in the given I create a new user, we actually navigate to the add user page and then create a new user. So it allows for much more verbose Serenity reports compared to like a default Cucumber report. So now let's take a look at the code. So we will go ahead and take a look at resources, features, registration, user registration feature. So we just want to verify user creation works as we expect. We can go ahead and navigate to the login page, create a new user, and log out. And let's see how exactly that's implemented inside of Java. So let's take a look at our step definitions. Let's start off with the login step definitions. So it's very simple. For the Cucumber step, given I navigate to the login page, we simply open the login page. So let's see what that does. So we have our login steps, and inside of our login steps, we'll have a login page which does a .open. So I don't actually have to implement .open, that will come from Serenity. Once we open the login page, we simply wait to see if the sign up button is located. So let's take a look at what is the login page. So login page essentially has a buy in it, which is just a sign up. And then besides that, we have our default URL. And so when we do a .open, Serenity will take care of the navigate.open on our behalf using Selenium under the hood. But of course, if you want, so that's essentially kind of the differences between Serenity and Selenium. It takes care of a lot of the driver instantiation for you, so it's really convenient to get up and started. However, if you want to be more lean, we will be making a little pure Selenium tutorial soon, hopefully in the next couple of videos. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the contact list step definitions. Oops, well, this is our last step. We can still come here and do it out of order. So when we're at the last step, we're going to do a little log out. So our log out, what does that do exactly? We will simply find the logout button and click it. And then we wait to see if the sign up button on the login page is visible again. Now let's take a look at the steps for add user. So for add user, first we have to sign up. So sign up, I believe, just essentially clicks on the sign up button. So find sign up button, click, and then we can wait to see if the add user page submit button is located, and then we can proceed. Then after that, we go ahead and create a new user. Here we create a faker with a first name, last name. We go ahead and get a random email and password. And then after that, for each field, so for example, add user page first name field, we clear it and then send keys the first name. So what that's talking about is each field here, we're gonna clear it and then just send in keys. Why will we clear it? The browser might remember what I put in last time, so I just want to make sure it's empty. And we do that for each field, and then we click the submit button, and then we verified that now we're logged in by ensuring that the logout button is visible on the contact list page. And yeah, that's our little project. If you learned something, give it a like, really appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for a pure Selenium version of this particular repository.